Guys, so what we're working on today is getting the motor mounts built for the Hemi. Last video I showed the hood sides on the car. Just wanted to make sure that I got them all fit, pretty much done. Got a little more work to do on those, but got it close enough. Need to take a break from sheet metal for now. So what I'm working on here is getting the motor mounts built. You can see it is just still touching a little bit right here on the hood side. Might have to move that. I got the motor set back a little bit farther and a little bit to the passenger side. Hopefully clear that. But if it doesn't, I will just take and cut this corner of this valve cover off, make the clearance there. Okay, so the motor is set in there. It's centered, it's leveled side to side, leveled front to back. And now we can start building some motor mounts. You can see I built this stand here at one time, like a temporary stand. And I put some welded bolts in the bottom here. That way I can adjust side to side height, and also level and everything like that. So those have been under for a while. Get the motor kind of sitting where I wanted it. So this morning, I have a buddy of mine over here, and we got it all completely where it's going to sit. I also just kind of tacked a rod in here to just make sure it doesn't move. Now took probably a good hour at least to get it where it's going to finally be. So started with making some cardboard templates this morning. Let's see here, and this is kind of what we're going to do for motor mounts. Going to make the long part of the motor mount to the motor here, and then the bottom will be we'll put like a triangle like on the just a couple tabs on the chassis down here in the frame, kind of keep it up and out of the way. Oops, let's see it right there. So and this is just a rough template. I had to add to it a little bit. And over here, you can see I got one kind of rough cut here. I'm gonna cut it out, just like a piece of steel here. And I'm gonna cut 4 of those out. And then I'll get those shaped up and tacked to the mounts on the block. And when I do that, I will go ahead and I'll figure out my frame tabs. All right, so I got the mounts rough shape here. You can see I tacked everything together. I'm gonna shape them and finish them in a big stack like this. I figure I gotta do 4 anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that end cleaned up and around, file this, make it nice and flat and square, and then we'll get them tacked up on the block, see how they look. All right, I just wanted to show the motor mount. I got that in. Jamie, go ahead and get a shot here. This is what I came up with. Got that made out of 3/16 mild steel. Got the holes in there. Got it all tacked on. What I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put the jack under the motor, pull the motor mount off, go ahead and TIG weld it all up. That way if anything moves, it won't change anything. And I can put my frame tabs on here. Get this one side all locked in, done. And then I will move over to the other side and go ahead and do that. I do have everything cut out already for the other side. I just want to get this on there first. So that'll be the plan. Okay, I want to show I got one motor mount. It's all done, welded up, ready to go back on the car. I want to go ahead and do that now, and then I can lay it out. I want to show how I lay out holes. Maybe that'll help somebody. And you can see what I'll do is I'll take washers that are the same size as the holes I want to drill, and I lay them on a piece. You can measure the distance between them. You iron out what looks the best, and once you kind of figure that out, then you can trace around them, get your spacing, and then from there make sure everything is measured and perfect. And then you can center punch it and drill it from there. Also, when I did the other mount yesterday, this hole here was off, and I don't really know how, but it was off by enough that you could see it. If you look at the other video, you can definitely see it's off. So I did weld up today. I'm a little OCD about that kind of stuff, and I did take my TIG and I welded it in here, right there, and then I welded a piece behind it. You can kind of still see that I just left this tacks on there. A piece like a just 16 gauge. Refound the center, verified it was correct again, and then re-drilled. Used the hole saw and re-drilled that one. So now they all line up perfectly. All right, so I'll go ahead and I will finish drilling this one tonight, get it back on the car, and then I will build. This is the driver's side actually, and I will get some frame brackets made and get that side done. I'm going to show you here that I had to actually cut off part of my temporary mount. You can see I put this jack in here to hold everything up. I didn't lose my positioning of the motor. I didn't think about that when I put those plates on there. So I had to take them out off to weld it. I did that. Now I can put it back on the car, get this side buttoned up, and then I'll pull the other side off, and I'll finish the other side over here. All right, so I got the brackets cut out. These are my frame tabs here. Just a simple triangle, cut them out of the same 3/16 steel. We're gonna just use those cardboard templates. I believe I showed those on my earlier video. Just gonna mount it here to the chassis. I'm gonna go ahead and get those, just gonna bolt them up and put a nice heavy tack on there for now. And then what we'll do is, then I can go ahead and move to the other side. I didn't make 4 of these brackets. Every one is gonna be different. You can see the taper on the frame of the Ford. Tapers back this way. So this is different. And then also something interesting that I learned about the Gen 3 Hemi, and maybe this is something that all Dodges did, you know, from the earlier 60s, 70s stuff, is the motor mounts are actually in different spots. As you can see, it's farther back on this bank, on the passenger side. So not sure if that's something that they've always done. Just thought it was interesting. Always done Chevy stuff before, and everything was always in the same exact spot on the block. So just kind of interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these tacked on, and then we'll move on to the other side. And at this side motor mount is now tacked in. You can see I put some good tacks on there. Just use MIG. Get that sitting in there right now. Going back, I will TIG weld this later, but I still have to TIG weld all the boxing plates in. I'll wait till the body comes off, motor comes out. I want to get all the X member in, get everything in, leave it on the table, and do all that finished welding. So easier to do with everything out of the way. So that's that side is done, and you can see motor still seems level. I got the jack that I had, I took that off, and I'm going to go ahead and I will move that to the other side now. Not tonight, but in the next video. Move that to the other side somewhere here, not sure where, and then I'll get this other mount off, cut that off, weld that up, do the same thing over here. Alright, so today I'm going to finish this other side mount, get it welded up. If you remember, I had the brace on there holding it up. That's all cut off. It's got a temporary jack set on there. So I'm going to go over here, cut this excess off of here, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this all TIG welded up tonight. Now the passenger side motor mount is done. I have the frame tabs here tacked in, and you can see the motor is still level and centered. We can see that there. I also checked, verified in the back, the transmission was still in the center. And up next I will build the transmission crossmember. So right now we'll see. All we have is just a tube in here holding it in place, and I got some round tube on its way today, and we're going to go ahead and get that in the next video. Thanks for watching.